Alright, so for the past couple of months after I turned 18, I realized that, like, damn, I'm an actual adult now. And of course it says it on paper, but I'm starting to feel it more that I low-key got more responsibilities. And also, I figured out that that was the case when $100 didn't hold the same value to me now as it did years back. When I was little, I used to think that having $100 meant you had money. But now it's like, damn, it's not even lasting me more than a week, to be honest. And that's expected, because as an adult, you obviously have more expenses to worry about. And speaking of things to worry about, you also got to worry more about your future. And it's stressful as hell, especially for the kids who are first generation and parents who were born here. Because you know, for your parents, it's either you become successful or you become successful. There's no in between. You got no other options. See, because when I was younger, I didn't really pay no mind to what I wanted to do for a career because it just felt so far away. But now it's right here, and it's like, damn, you really get no breaks. Time flies. And that's when it started to hit me. I started thinking back to times where I didn't have to worry about adult problems, and all I did was eat, sleep, watch a little cartoons here and there, and just live life carefree. I felt the nostalgia. And at first thought, when I compared it to my life now, I just seemed much more happier back then, and I didn't even know it. Like, I remember times when I used to wake up so early for Saturday morning cartoons just to catch Dragon Ball Z. Or especially the times where I used to get jealous of the kids that bought a lot of stuff at the book fair because I forgot to bring my money. And if we're keeping it a buck, they didn't even read books for real. They just wanted to flex for no reason. And lastly, I couldn't forget about the days where I would invite the boys over to play Black Ops multiplayer. And the biggest problem I had to worry about back then was just screen watches. The vibes back then just seemed different. But that's what I used to think. Here's the thing, weirdly enough, I think that nostalgia has a way of filtering your memories to make them seem better than they actually were in a way. That's why I think a lot of people, myself included, romanticize the past in the way that they do. It's not to say that it wasn't good, but it's just not as special as we make it seem. Like, for example, I know I'm probably reaching here, but the people around my age used to really talk about how 2016 was the golden year and everything went downhill after that. And I'm not gonna lie, I also used to be like that until I really thought about it one day. What was so good about that year? I used to wear these, and I wasn't doing nothing crazy because I know I had a curfew. So I'm still thinking, what was it? It couldn't have been the music.
On my house, bitch up on my house, keep shooting until somebody die. So many shots, my neighbor looked at the calendar, thought it was 4th of July. Work. You see me, I be work. So I'm slaying on you, I'm swagging on you. I'm ballin'. Yeah, I go on and on, can't understand how I last so long. I must have the superpower. That's our friends, we want to see that as more time. I got the soda. This time that niggas will Don't.
Alright, let me stop. The music was fire. For some reason, we see most of the things from the past through rose-colored glasses, meaning that you see that moment in a more positive light than it initially was now that it passed. And that's why everything just looks better in retrospect. And I'm not just pulling shit out my ass either. You could look it up. It's a real thing. It's on Wikipedia. And nobody can just go on it and edit it. Right? Alright, but for real though, why this issue hits on a personal level for me is because, I'm not gonna lie, I used to be so obsessed with the past. It was just something I had to learn to get over. I learned the reason why I never appreciated me watching Saturday morning cartoons was because I was too busy feeling nostalgic about my life years before that. And it like repeats in this constant cycle of never being satisfied with where you're at right now and just always trying to be somewhere else. If most of your happiness comes from the past, logically you're never really going to be content because you're putting what makes you happy in a place you really can't get to. Feel me? But look, I'm not saying it's bad to reminisce because it's not. When you're going through hard times and remember the good memories you had in the past, it reminds you that life is beautiful and is worth living. It only starts to become an issue when you live in the past and neglect your current life. That's why even though my life right now is probably the most stressful it's been ever, I'm gonna just take it in stride and appreciate it for the good and the bad. I mean, cause I'd be dumb if I was just stuck on the quote unquote glory days and my life was just passing me by. So basically, you know that you only go through these phases in life once and one time only, so just don't take the experiences you go through for granted. Simple. Well, that's what I learned. I don't know about y'all. But don't leave yet, because I'm not done. I put together a little something for my 2000s kids, so just watch.